Okay. Have we not been here?
Hello? Anyone here? Guess not.
Excuse me. Darling investigation. Per authorization from Mr. Kirkland, internal investigation was launched into the ethical practice of Dr. Casper Darling, head of research. Despite the accounts of anonymous blank regarding inhumane treatment of a blank currently housed in the Bureau, our official findings regarding this were inconclusive. Inhumane treatment of a child, maybe? We talking about Dylan? Numerous obstacles arose during this investigation. The majority of blank sector personnel seem to be wholly unaware of any such blank contained there. One blank confirmed the blank's code name to be blank, but all files pertaining to that name were inaccessible, being classified under the highest clearance level. Investigators were similarly blocked from entering the blank research wing to interview its staff. The matter was further complicated by the lack of clarity on whether non-human paranatural entities warrant humane treatment. Okay, so not Dylan. While this investigation cannot address any charges against Dr. Darling, we do recommend an investigation into blank research.
Seems a lot more crowded than the rest of the Bureau.
Casey inquiry? Mr. Dennis, a request came through recently from an FBI agent asking for all our files on Bright Falls, specifically on the disappearance of the author Alan Wake. Per the Interagency Information Exchange Agreement, I had some paper pushers gather up a folder of all the pre-approved files. Don't worry, all the inappropriate material is either missing or redacted, but I'm writing to let you know that we received this request from a special agent named Alex Casey. Sounds familiar, right? That's because Alex Casey is the name of the fictional detective in those hard-boiled crime books Alan Wake wrote. Pretty interesting that an FBI agent sharing a name with the most famous character Wake wrote is looking into a case dealing with a writer's fiction coming true. I think that's worth looking into. But what's your opinion? Just give the word, I'll start surveillance on this guy. So maybe Alan wrote him into existence somehow? Missing agents. Mr. Kirkland, here are the latest agents confirmed missing, presumed dead from the containment breach yesterday. Containment breach? Letters of condolence will be delivered to you to sign prior to sending them to your families. You'll be updated as soon as additional confirmations are made. Also, per your request, a network engineer checked how many cases were backed up digitally. Unfortunately, a large number of active investigations were not yet archived, and the only hard copies of reports exist behind the firebreak. They're lost, I'm afraid. Can I get back here? The answer to that question is yes, you can. Mr. Kirkland, we stopped at Keystone on our way to the target AWE like you asked. I'm sending my report directly to you to try and keep a lid on this Gurman Morales desertion issue. We didn't find any sign of them here. Given their records, it's possible they've switched teams like you suspected, but I don't think that's the case. An event definitely occurred here in Keystone, and I think Grumman and Morales got caught up in it. The entire population has vanished into thin air. It reminds me of the Ordinary case, but that was just the adults, if I'm remembering the file correctly. This is different. I think our guys are casualties, not traitors. If it was an AWE, it seems to be over. We walked through the whole town. The only strange thing we noticed were markings on various buildings. 2 overlapping circles with a dot in the shared space. Could be unrelated. I'll show you the pictures when I get back. In the meantime, you should send a team out here to cordon this place off. Maybe get the comms guy working on a cover story. Agent Keenum. Don't know what that's about, but maybe we will find out. Tractor supplement? Tractor? Miscommunication led to a local coroner examining the body of William Burrow. Male Caucasian, 33-year-old man found dead on his property per police report. Remains obtained for coroner's office also include blood, urine, bile, stomach contents, and bone fragments. Blunt force injuries to the head, lacerations left ear and cheek, blunt force injuries, dislocation on the right knee, complete avulsion of the right upper extremity with associated fracture of the proximal right humerus, extensive trauma, abdominal region, complete avulsion of multiple organs, including stomach, heart, liver, pancreas, kidneys, and portions of the large and small intestine, all missing from the scene. What does avulsion mean? The act of pulling or tearing away. The multiple organs were just gone. And the right knee, right upper extremity fracture. Okay, well that one, but his organ, what? In my opinion, Mr. Burrow's death is not the result of a mechanical accident as claimed by authorities. The removal of organs is consistent with an animal attack, but may have something to do with a tractor? Resignation letter. To whom it may concern, it is with great anger and regret I tender my resignation as head of investigations for the Federal Bureau of Control. I do this in protest of the rampant disregard for my department's blank. My staff cannot continue to work in these conditions. Previous requests and warnings have fallen on deaf ears. I must now rely on my actions to speak louder than my words ever could. The entire department should resign. The head leaving is going to leave the department rudderless. Blame the situation on our blank, who has routinely ignored my request for assistance in reclaiming the parts of the investigation sector lost the blank loose inside. I will never forget the screams of brave agents begging for us to open that fire break. I will carry that shame for the rest of my days. The blank has failed his agents. I shall never forgive him for that. William Kirkland. Damn. What the hell happened?
It's not working.
Yeah, there's a lot going on
I'm
here.
gonna lose power core somewhere.
I mean, there's that one, but staffing issue. Mr. Dennis, yes, there's an increase in AWA cases, and yes, it would be a good idea to put together a special task force to examine exactly why that is. However, it seems that tiny little details slip through the cracks. We don't have the damn staff. If you expect us to detect, investigate, and process more WA cases, you need to give us more people. It's simple math. Between the staff we lost in the Hartman thing and the ones who left for other departments after Kirkland quit, we're barely managing to keep up the workload. Hell, just filing the paperwork for all the altered items we left behind in the sector has been an ordeal. Another thing, and this is going to sound paradoxical, but we have an overcrowding situation. This lobby isn't meant to accommodate a whole sector's worth of staff. We put forward a motion to move investigations to a more suitable location months ago. Better not still be sitting on your desk. People are getting restless, and as Kirkland's interim replacement, it's your job to handle it. Best regards, Agent Grayson. Well, looks like this whole department got shut down or something. No one's... Like, it wasn't even... Alan had to write it into existence to get it to show up on the elevator. I'm stuck in a box. I'm in a box. Cauldron Lake update. To Chief Investigator Dennis, it happened again. Third time this year. Something certainly has it out for our blank. Could be raccoons. The locals certainly complain about them enough, but why the hell would raccoons keep going after a monitoring station? Doesn't add up. Anyway, I've got a bureau tech going to the site next week to take a look. Next on the list of recurring problems is the staff at the Lake House Research Station. How am I supposed to effectively keep an eye on blank lake if they won't let me see any data? Hell, I don't even know what they're researching out there. I need to petition them again to share their info with investigations agents. It's only a matter of time before this blank hits again, and I want to be prepared. Anyway, if anyone at HQ asked why the Bright Falls report is a little thin this month, tell them it's because we couldn't take any readings. In the meantime, I might invest in some raccoon traps. Sincerely, Agent Estevez. Okay. I'm in a box, and I'm out of the box. Okay. So this is hidden, so let's go ahead and see what's up here before we head to those other stairs. Well, I found the thing that needs a power. Tractor procedures. Item is not in Bureau custody. None known. Frank elk tractor, olive green, dried blood on the grill when last seen. Oh, item is capable of vocalized responses or growls. An unmanned locomotion considered highly aggressive and dangerous. Apparently, it rips out your organs. The item first came to the Bureau's attention after the death of William Burrow, owner of the Bureau farm outside of Trenton, Texas. Local authorities arrived on scene after an employee found the mutilated body of Mr. Burrow beneath his tractor. Police arrived but were immediately driven away by the tractor. Panicked calls to federal authorities were intercepted by Bureau communications staff. A team was dispatched. Upon arrival, the agents approached the item. It responded by growling like a bear. 3 agents were injured when they tried to detain the item, which escaped. Aerial searches for the item are ongoing. Speaking to Mrs. Burrows only revealed that she had a domestic altercation with Mr. Burrow earlier the night of the incident. Whether these events are connected is currently unknown. Ethics investigation. Per authorization from Mr. Kirkland, internal investigations was launched into the legality of the Prime Candidate Program by the Federal Bureau of Control. Hey! Someone probably... Okay. I'm glad that was done. Since all known subjects relevant to the investigation used executive privilege to decline interviews, very little first-hand information was gathered. That is such bullshit. However, anonymous sources and documentation declassified by Mr. Kirkland both paint an alarmingly clear picture of systematic blank and blank. Blank were brought into the oldest house and placed under blank examination and testing with the aim of appointing one as director upon maturity. This program has produced no successful cases and only resulted in the traumatic blank of paranaturally inclined blank. Not only is this in breach of the Ash Act, but it flies in the face of basic human blank. This investigation team unequivocally blank the Prime Candidate Program and recommends that it be blank immediately. Well, that was apparently ignored, and I'm glad that there's something addressing this, because Dylan is clearly has issues because of what was done to him, and apparently it's not just Dylan. Like, Alan was P5 or something, so they just monitored him, and they only monitored Jesse, but apparently Dylan wasn't the only poor child they brought into the house and kidnapped, and groomed for a bureaucratic office position. Jesus. Underhill background. Dr. Rhea Underhill is a professor at the University of Woodrow in the United Kingdom, where she teaches biology with a focus in botany. Dr. Underhill once worked with the Bureau as a parabotanist stationed in the research sector of the oldest house. She served with no incidents or demerits and is praised by those who formerly worked with her, including Dr. Darling. Dr. Underhill, who has no known connections to paracriminal organizations or any record of breaching her NDAs since leaving the Bureau. Her civilian behavior has been ideal with the exception of an ongoing personal relationship with Dr. Darling that appears to have begun during their times as co-workers in the research section and revisited intermittently ever since. Yeah, caught on to that. Depending on the duration of her work in the oldest house, it may be required to have both parties sign a relationship clearance form. This investigation has found no compelling reason to deny Dr. Darling's request to offer Dr. Underhill an interim position with the aim of finding a solution to the mold threshold issue. What the hell's a relationship clearance form? Okay, I really can't find anything on it. Google's unhelpful in this. Is that like, hey, we're not going to share stuff? We're not going to like divulge aspects of our research with each other? I don't know. Per authorization from Mr. Kirkland, blank was launched into the blank of Director Zachariah Trench. A recent change in blank witnessed in Director Trench, including aggressive blank when blank with other staff, has been observed. However, this investigation is aimed at interpreting this issue rather than proving it. Notable blank between Director Trench and Dr. Darling has been witnessed by numerous Bureau staff. Although both declined to meet for an interview on the matter, witness accounts suggest their arguments center around the Dimensional Research Wing and the blank kept inside. However, no evidence exists to confirm Director Trench's blank is anything more than interpersonal disagreements. This investigation has concluded that Director Trench's behavior is not indicative of any blank and that his fitness to lead is not in question. Okay, nope, don't play that tape. Kirkland, I'm growing tired of your blatant attempts to lay your incompetence at my doorstep. I know you want this to be true, but you are head of investigations. This failure is your responsibility. What did you think would happen holding a dangerous specimen in investigations? The containment sector exists for a reason. They are better trained, better equipped for this type of work. In fact, they have admirably taken on certain AWE monitoring responsibilities that your staff are no longer capable of. This happens more and more now. Don't think your petty internal investigations have gone past my notice. You are a worm. Everything I've done has been for the benefit of the Bureau. The Prime Candidate program only failed because of Darling. You're both failures, plotting against me. You're traitors. The truth will emerge out of you. You're choosing to become my enemy, Kirkland. You don't want to be. Zachariah Trench. So, yeah, Trench is losing his mind because he's his corrupted. I was expecting there to be... Do I move? Do I take this? Excuse me. Yeah, you're not... I'm just gonna... what just happened? What just happened? No, come here. I want to take you. And put you up here.
Now that gate should open.
Not sure what you were powering. I'm stuck. So they were housing something, and that's what caused whatever to happen, and then they lost staff, and then so-and-so quit, and lots of crazy insanity. Specimen escape assessment. The purpose of internal investigation is to examine the containment failure of specimen SI-1 that resulted in the deaths of blank agents. An inspection report of the containment equipment 3 days earlier showed no faults. Investigators suspect human error to be the cause, yet no department has provided any evidence to support this. Technicians were able to recover the researchers' notes on the specimen from the internal network. On the blank of blank, the specimen began displaying a sharp increase in aggressive blank. Cross-referencing that date with various logs found that only 2 events inconsistent with the sector's daily routine. The air filters were changed, and an hour prior to the incident, a civilian named Alice blank entered the sector regarding an unrelated investigation. Isn't Alice Alan's wife's name? Given their connection to the same AWE case, it's likely Mrs. Blank's presence relevant to the specimen's escape. And to the blank. Investigation is ongoing. What the hell did they have? What the hell did they have locked up? That Alan Wake's wife entering the building. Oh.
No detective, but something definitely happened here.
Yeah, something happened. Something bad happened. People died. Something in containment went crazy. The Blessed Organization? This group of individuals operated outside the Bureau's notice for decades, perhaps longer, displaying a level of skill and caution rarely seen in paracriminal groups. A review of past cases has found various mentions of their activity over the years. In 2016, a company called Blessed Pictures was connected to an altered item case, as well as the death of an agent from exposure to illicit paranatural materials. In 1994, a Los Angeles-based public speaker named Chester Bless was involved in the illegal use of an altered item. In 1988, a business called Blessed Repair and Service was suspected of involvement with an object of power case, perhaps even created it. None of these businesses or individuals have ever been located. However, their connection to appearances of altered items and objects of power is too direct to be considered circumstantial. An arrest order has been issued for any persons believed to be involved with the Blessed organization. Interesting. Interesting, yeah. Why are all the clocks frozen at 3:45? Why is that a thing?
Do we know each other? This feels familiar. I can't seem to... I've forgotten it. I'm sorry. My name is Alan Wake. Who are you? Who are you? Do I know you?
I'm your friend Tom. Tom Zane. There's nothing to worry about.
Tom. The poet. The diver. You look different.
That was just a role. A character. The protagonist I played in my old film. I'm a filmmaker. An auteur like yourself. We're working on this together, remember? An artistic collaboration. You need a drink.
Did he just drug you?
Darkness. Nothing holds still.
We're very close now. You've been writing. You found a way to escape. It'll work this time.
Writing?
You found a way!
No. I don't... Wait. There's something. It's my double. He's out there. I've seen it.
Yeah. Nothing to worry about.
You're looking at him.
I'm dealing with it. It's fine, my friend. Let me handle him.
You've met him? What the hell?
Now, come on. You misunderstand me.
Okay.
It was Alan Wake, the writer who went missing in that AWE case I read about. What's he doing here?
I don't, like I said, I played
Thomas Zane.
That wasn't Thomas Zane.
The poet. No, wait. He was a filmmaker. I always remember that wrong.
Anyway, I played Alan Wake like when it first came out, and like the story was, I didn't get the story at all. And I recently went back through and I watched a YouTube video explaining the story. I think that was Alan's double. But Alan's double is an aspect of the story that never made any sense to me. Like, he meets Thomas Zane in the lake, and Thomas Zane wrote himself out of existence or something. It's not clear. Maybe I need to watch that video again. And Alan sacrificed himself to the lake as well, and Thomas Zane was like, here's your double. He'll take over in the real world when you're gone. And I'm like, why? Why can't Alan Wake just be missing? Why the hell does he need a double? What? What? Thomas Zane doesn't have a double, although apparently he does have a double. There's the filmmaker. Maybe that's... I don't know. I don't understand. I don't know. The point I'm trying to make is I don't know, and I only half, understood what the hell's going on, but I think Alan is talking to his double, because it looks like him. And he's like, I think he's lying when he says, hey, I'm Thomas Zane. And then he's saying, you found a way to get out. So that's almost like his double's trapped there with him and wants out too. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. This is going to be a weird DLC, let me tell you. That's right. I gotta do the thing. I may need to watch that video again. What? That was weird. Don't do this to me. Okay. I can't hit it again. Stop. You know that's not going to do it. Can I hit the bell now? No. I don't hear any other noise. Eh? Okay. Okay.
Dr. Emil Hartman, devoured by hungry darkness, became the thing that had been Hartman. Broke loose, killed everyone it could, lurking, roaming, waiting. Then something else came. A resonance. The thing that had been Hartman went through another change.
What? Talking about the hiss? What are you talking about?
Dr. Emil Hartman was desperate. The Federal Bureau of Control had stolen his life's work. This was his last chance, his final experiment. What he'd been too scared to do before. Hartman dove into the lake, was taken, devoured by hungry darkness, became the thing that had been Hartman. Only an echo of him remained, fragmented impulses on autoplay, violent, bloodthirsty darkness in the driver's seat. Emerging from the lake, the thing was captured by the FBC.
Oh.
Brought in, contained, studied. The thing broke loose, killed everyone it could. The FBC fell back and sealed the sector. The thing was alone in the dark, lurking, roaming, waiting. Then something else came. Not darkness, but similar enough. A sound. A resonance. It shouldn't be a surprise. If there's one, why not another? The darkness inside the thing could have been immune, could have resisted, fought, could have been passed by, passed through with no effect. But it didn't, and it wasn't. Maybe it had grown weaker over time, not aged. It was timeless, but weaker with no link to its source. A metamorphosis followed. The thing that had been Hartman went through another change.
Great. 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 So the thing that was corrupted by the darkness in Alan Wake came through, killed the Bureau, and then the Hiss showed up. Yeah. And then, did something else with it. Sounds wonderful. Can I don't like this. Can we not? Can we just not? I'm gonna touch this. I just want to touch it. Oh. This was sealed for a reason. I guess if we need to get rid of all the Hiss. Excuse me. I need to go that way, don't I? This couldn't possibly be the way that I need to go. No, that's broken. Freaking astral spike darkness thing. Is this it? No? I think maybe we need to go down here, but I'm not 100%. This doesn't look normal. T?
Creepy, damp, and abandoned. Why did Wake want me to come here?
I don't like it. I don't like it. Meh? Okay. Thought I saw something. Okay. Excuse me?
That doesn't look like a house shift.
No.
Do I even want to know?
That's a good question. Oh, God. Anybody in here? No? Oh, great. No! Oh dear. That seemed to work fine. I see you. Is that it? Cool. No? Stop! Stop! I thought we were done.
Of course, the Hiss are already in here.
Why wouldn't they be? Why wouldn't they be everywhere? Like they are. Foot gossip. Hello, my feet gossip at night, and now I have to wear shoes to bed? Sincerely me? What? Thought I saw another document somewhere. Now I don't remember where I thought. Maybe it was that one. Oh, this one.
Whoa. Looks like the house has gotten a little wild in here.
Hartman arrest. Emil Hartman. Wake Allen. Tor Anderson. Odin Anderson. Lots of names from the game. These are victims. Okay. So Emil Hartman was a therapist in the video game of Alan Wake, and he was very much not a good therapist. Charges: kidnapping of altered individuals, sanctions against altered organizations, obstruction of Bureau investigation, breaching the Ash Act. 6 counts. Offender's property seized as evidence to be used in conjunction with an ongoing AWE investigation. Offender's personal effects have been sent to research for analysis. After being cleared by Bureau researchers, all victims have been released. Biannual surveillance orders were assigned to each except the Anderson brothers due to their salinity. They're pretty old, and Wake possibly deceased. Okay. Let's make sure we thoroughly explore this area.